Hello, I'm Hannah Wallace and welcome to EBAday 2021. Kindly calling into our virtual studio again is Lars Sjögren, CEO of P27 Nordic Payments. So Lars, it's great to have you on again. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much, Hannah. It's a pleasure to join and thanks very much for talking to me.
Now, we've heard a lot over the last year about the challenges presented by 2020, and you and I even catched up a lot over that year. And how it's led to an obvious acceleration in digitalization, right? So reflecting on this and with EBAday fast approaching, what do you think are going to be the top trends we're going to be seeing?
But I think that it's so fantastic to be in payments industry these days, right? Payments, they have really moved from, I would say, the machine room up to the boardroom, and obviously the EBAday marks a very important occasion to sit down and talk about these trends. And we see that they are here, right? And COVID has actually helped to accelerate many trends, right? The COVID-free contactless payments, the importance of e-commerce, right? With the growth that we see there. Also, the entire discussion on cross-border payments, we see that one also accelerating. And then finally, we see a renewed focus on infrastructure as a way to enable the next wave of innovation. Then I think finally also we must also remember why we are here, right? And we are here to fix true customer pain points in terms of removing friction and just make payments hopefully invisible, right? So we are looking forward to quite a number of interesting discussions over these EBAdays.
All right, that's interesting. So what are some of the most ambitious initiatives from central banks and the Commission and the Financial Stability Board that really stood out for you in the last year? And also, where does P27 fit in? What work are you doing in light of these developments? Can you tell us a bit more about that?
One way of looking at this is actually to count the number of consultations that is now coming out, also coming our way, right? Where the public authorities, they are really sort of trying to engage in a dialogue with the private sector. And I think in a way it's pretty cool that the central banks and others are interested in driving payments innovation, right? And taking the cross-border payments challenges that we have to heart and find ways to solve this. I think that is actually really interesting and inspiring. From a P27 perspective, we also are quite happy that many of the challenges that they bring to the table actually are challenge that we P27 have solutions to, right? How to standardize payments, how to make cross-border payments as easy as to send a text message, right? As developing and creating and bringing to market true instant cross-border payments. You know, we P27 we actually deliver that. And then obviously there is a strong need for future collaboration also because we cannot solve this alone, and the public can. So this actually calls for quite a lot of collaboration in between public and private. And we P27 we feel that we have in a way a head start there. So we very much welcome this discussion.
And that leads me quite nicely into my next question. I want to look at some of the successes and also challenges to date at P27. So can you run us through the story up to date?
But rush through, actually, that is the name of the game for P27, because we are basically doing something that is in a way close to impossible, right? Within just a few years, just bring a completely new infrastructure to the market. But actually, having said that, you know, we have established the data centers. They are now ready. Some of the banks, they have actually completed testing the platforms. We have committed front runners, not only in Sweden. We have big community support. And the emails I get these days say, so when will you actually be ready to develop and process your first transactions? And then obviously we do experience challenges every day more or less, because when you do something that is so groundbreakingly new as P27, then obviously you are also faced with new problems every day more or less. And then especially on the regulatory side, we see that it takes longer time that we had hoped for to get some of the domestic licenses that we need from the various FSAs and central banks, but also the merger clearance from the Commission. There are many questions how we intend to set this up, and that is something that is kind of taking a lot of focus, but also is in a way dragging the timeline a little bit for us. But I always say that in the end we will bring a fantastic platform to the market that will sort of meet all requirements that are today and also in the future.
So yes, as you say, obviously it is an ambitious goal. So what's the key message you would like to send to the market and authorities, and what would help achieve that ambitious goal?
Yeah, but I think that what we see is that the need for initiatives like P27, it is actually stronger than ever. If we really want to change payments as we know it today, you need to start from the beginning in a way and do that bottom up by replacing many of the legacy systems. That is really what P27 is all about. So we are comfortable with the head start that we have in that space. Then I think also that a message is that you cannot just stop by thinking about the infrastructure and some of the payments types that we have today. You also need to find ways to address other problems, right? And we see that we can be an important vehicle to address, for example, fraud, which is a big problem today, and money laundering, which is another big problem in the society today. And a platform like P27 can be really, really important to help with that. But obviously, that is also something that we are thinking about. But here and now, the focus is to deliver the solutions, go to market, fix all the nitty-gritty pieces that we are working on every day. And then a final message to everyone listening into this, right? P27, we will have a fantastic solution in the Nordics, but as an island, we are not that interesting in a way. So we are very much looking to find partners outside, and it can be interoperability questions, it can be in the bill payments area, or why limit ourselves to Europe? Because I think that the next true discussion will be how to fix true global connectivity, and that is a discussion we are also very much interested in having together during these fantastic EBA days.
Well, Lars, the resounding message there is watch this space, and I'm really looking forward to hearing more from you further down the line and watching the P27 initiative develop. But we'll leave it there for now, and thank you for joining us at EBAday.
Thank you.